Hey everyone, how's it going? It's That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to do a little bit of an interesting video. So, if you guys kind of remember, last week something called the Super Bowl, I'm not sure what that really is, happened. It was some sort of major sporting event, and I'm being sarcastic here, obviously. Even if you hate football like I do, you know what the Super Bowl is. And even if you hate any sports, you know that everything has a championship. So, it got me thinking, what would Pokemon look like in real life when it came to sporting-wise? So, without further ado, I want to make sure that you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below, so we can get that out of the way. And just imagine with me a world, a real world, where Pokemon exists. And I'm talking with the same physics and everything that we get in the video games and maybe the anime. But yeah, we get that, and we get to see tournaments every year. So obviously we can look at stuff like the Super Bowl, like the Stanley Cup, like the World Series, the World Cup for soccer, and whatever championship the NBA has. We can look at all of that and compare it with the Pokemon world. Firstly, I do want to say, I feel like Generation 8 has the most accurate of, like, realistic Pokemon, as in, it's in stadiums and everything like that for championships. So, obviously we can build off that. So I feel that Pokemon stadiums would obviously be a lot like football stadiums or soccer stadiums, as in it would have the field in the middle and branching out areas for people to sit and spectate. Also on that, I don't think that would be like how the anime has the changing battlegrounds. I think it would just be a straight grass or AstroTurf field. And you would obviously have probably the design of a basketball court, I feel like, where you have like a trainer section would be kind of the back area where the free throw area is. You'd have the center where it would be the Pokemon battling at in the majority of the area for melee combat, and I feel like on that too there would be a rule that Pokemon cannot cross the line, and there would probably be a point system involved. So this is what I mean by that. So like if there's any type of fouls or anything like that, the trainer gets a point. Obviously, the one that didn't get the foul gets the point and stuff like that. Kind of like how wrestling works when you think about it. So for wrestling, and I'm saying real wrestling, not pro wrestling, every certain move that's completed or a ring out or anything like that gives the player that caused the ring out or did the move a point. So I feel like this would not only be about knocking out each other's Pokemon, but also a point system. You also have to think point system would be more realistic than actually having Pokemon knock each other out, because that would just be cruelty among everything when you really think about it. Obviously, knocking something out would cause more points, but it would not be like a major focus, because I mean obviously in boxing and wrestling, if your opponent is unfit to fight, you win, so that's how that would work. So yeah, so let's say like a ring out, you get 1 point, a foul caused against you gets you 2 points, and a ring out or a knockout gets you 3 points. Then at the end, after using all 6 Pokemon, whoever has the most points wins. Which also makes it fair for if somebody has only used 1 Pokemon versus somebody that's used 6. If a bunch of fouls accumulate, on the person with the one Pokemon side, or ring outs or stuff like that. Obviously, it could go either way. And this is how I would want ring outs to work, or how I would imagine they would work. So a ring out doesn't mean that the opponent's Pokemon is unable to battle. It just is more like a foul. So, like in wrestling, if you were to get to a ring out, they would restart the match from the point in time that you had the ring out. You just have to recenter onto the mat and then wrestle. So that's how it would be with Pokemon. So, and using certain moves, so like if a Pokemon uses a stab attack amazingly, that could get them a point. If a Pokemon dodges an attack that would have been considered a critical hit, that gains them a point. Like stuff like that. Obviously, you'd need very talented refs that used to be trainers or something like that to be able to referee these battles. And yeah, so that's like the points and the ruling. Now let's talk about everybody's favorite part of the Super Bowl, the halftime show, how halftime would work in these tournaments. So obviously the tournament would be something that would probably last 2 weeks. It would be like weekends for the 2 weeks. You'd have the preliminaries, which are the 16 trainers. Then you'd have the next, which are the 8 trainers. Then the semifinals, which are the 4s trainers. And then the finals, which are the 2. So, this is what we're talking about. The first Saturday, let's say the first Saturday would be all 16 battling. Then the next Sunday would be the 8 trainers battling. Next Saturday would be the 2 different battles, and then the final on that Sunday. And the final, once half a team is knocked out, there would be a short break for a halftime show. And it would work just like the Super Bowl. They would get some major artist to perform. We would also have an opening artist for before the opening of the championship, and then we would also have constant coverage of pre-game, post-game, halftime coverage, stuff like that. Obviously, it would basically be working the same way as the Super Bowl does. And in that too, we would see non-stop advertisements. I feel like the advertisements would be very, very expensive, like we see in the Super Bowl. And it would probably be more geared towards Pokemon stuff, so like brand new Ultra Mega Ball, and like, oh, you want to make sure that your Pokemon's fed right to become a champion, and like stuff like that. It would also obviously be like, oh, buy Crush, the best Pokemon trainers. Drink Crush, not a sponsor. And stuff like that. And then finally, we would talk about stadium location. I feel like the stadium location would change in each, let's just say, for lack of the better term, region. I think each year it would be like the Olympics. We would have it in different parts of the world, and it would encompass every trainer in the world, the best 16 trainers in the world. And whoever comes out on top wins. And how it would be is each country gets to select a trainer, and then through, basically like we see in the anime, pre-preliminaries that aren't aired on TV, you'd have to pay to go and see, are taken, or you could pay a premium to watch these 152 trainers fight, and then you get to, after those weeks of them deciding who the top 16 are, you get to go and watch them battle. So yeah, kind of a dumb idea for a video. I apologize if you're bored out of your mind. If not, thank you for watching. And again, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. And it's that nerd Ryan telling you guys to have a great day, and we're all Pokemon Masters on the inside.